Wasn't until after the divorce that a new pursuer, Zhang Liang, appeared at Zhu Yan's side, making Hao Ming truly panic. He swore he must win his wife back at all costs. Zhang Liang's elder sister was originally a business partner of the Shen family. That cooperation had been jointly overseen by Zhu Yan and Hao Ming. Even then, Zhang Liang had deeply admired her, learning that she and her husband were going through a marital crisis, and that she was also building her own ethnic-inspired brand. Zhang Liang proactively sought her out and offered to become an investor. He even went so far as to invite her to the movies. But Zhu Yan knew well that he was a notorious playboy, often mocked as the man who strolls through 100 flowers but never lets a single leaf stick. She didn't want her work to get tangled up with personal feelings. When Hao Ming heard from friends that Zhu Yan and President Zhang Liang were growing closer, unease filled his heart. At the same time, Zhu Yan was determined to finalize the divorce, leaving Hao Ming's mental state in chaos. Later, when Zhu Yan turned down Zhang Liang's offer to invest, he didn't push further. But as he dropped her off at home, they happened to run into Hao Ming, who was waiting for his estranged wife. The atmosphere among the three immediately turned tense. Hao Ming mocked Zhang Liang for shifting his romantic target, but sneered that unfortunately, he and Zhu Yan were still legally married during their 1-month reflection period before the divorce was finalized. Walking so closely together like this, aren't you afraid others will call you a homewrecker? He taunted bitterly. Unfazed, President Zhang Liang shot back, you couldn't even keep your wife's heart. Before leaving, he even arranged another meeting with Zhu Yan. It was then that Hao Ming finally realized, after leaving him, Zhu Yan was far from lacking admirers. She was, in fact, more captivating than he had ever imagined, especially now that she was starting her own business, radiating resilience and brilliance. Sadly, none of that had anything to do with him anymore. He came to understand that if Zhu Yan no longer loved him, then he was nothing in her eyes. It turned out he needed her far more than she ever needed him. In the past, with Zhu Yan by his side, everything seemed to fall easily into place. Now, without her, he finally recognized just how important she was. As for Zhu Yan, the woman who had once devoted herself to helping build his career, she was now capable of creating her own empire. A woman as exceptional as Zhu Yan was bound to attract more than just one president. Liang's successful men would certainly flock around her. This only made Hao Ming all the more desperate to chase her again, clinging to any shred of hope, even if it meant lowering his pride and resorting to shameful, underhanded tactics.